Hello everyone, and welcome to our second video about Viktor Korchnoi. And if in the first one we have seen Korchnoi in his 70s, early 70s, winning a tournament such as Biel, before Grishuk, Gelfand, Svidler, and so on. Okay, today we will go to, well, basically his matches, his games against the world champions, not including the World Championship matches against Karpov. This will be the topic for our next video. So Korchnoi beat 8 world champions. I mean, well, if we are excluding Anand and Kramnik, let's say the classical ones, stopping at Kasparov. Keres had the record, if you remember, but Korchnoi beat Botvinnik, Smyslov, Tal, Petrosian, Spassky, Fischer, Karpov and Kasparov. That's not really a bad one. And okay, truth to be said, against Kasparov, he won one game, and okay, already in his 50s, and after it was, well, not really fair play, if I can use it. But still some amazing games, especially, putting Karpov aside, his rivalry against Petrosian was incredible. I mean, in the 70s, they've played 4 candidate matches. I mean, one of them at least was technically the final of the candidates. Korchnoi won and got to play Karpov, which was basically the World Championship in 74, if I remember correctly. They played in 74, 77, 80, and in 71. And in 71, okay, that was the only match that Petrosian won, only to get the honor to play against Fischer. Well, not really huge honor, as you can ask Petrosian, but it's really fascinating that in that match, which I believe Petrosian won one game, all the other were draws. Okay, we know the story. Petrosian basically got completely destroyed by Fischer, and I don't know, it would have been really interesting if the same would have happened with Korchnoi, since Korchnoi really held his own against Fischer. They didn't play many games when Fischer was a monster, if I can call it that way, right, in the late 60s, early 70s, but they had equal score, and I think such a match could have been really interesting and maybe somewhat surprising. Anyhow, well, let's go to his only win against Botvinnik, and I remember seeing this, this game, the end game, in a very, very classical opposite color bishop endgame. So I would like to go over 5 games, which means, well, we cannot give it way too much analysis per each game. But let's start with this one. So this is played in 1960 in the Moscow Leningrad game. Actually, okay, I already started with this one. I will show you after it a very funny, very funny game after this one. But okay, for now, Nimzo Indian. And okay, I mean, I think that specifically this is, everything is normal. And once again, this D5 idea, I mean, we see such idea many times. There aren't actually many games in this line, so we're already, I would say, in quite a surprising territory, or not that much play territory. But okay, D5 is logical, and all right, Black took, which I think is a logical continuation, followed by E5. And the thing is that, okay, somehow I would say that I prefer White here. It feels that way, although maybe less clear. Queen H4 is correct, just to provoke some weaknesses on the light square. Queen H6, castle, and C6. I mean, maybe all in all, I mean, optically I prefer White, but it's maybe not that clear.